Why does a plant suddenly die? Sometimes a healthy-looking plant can decline and die in a matter of few days, even when there are no apparent signs of trouble. Although it may be too late for your plant, investigating to determine the reason for sudden plant death may save time and money in the future. There are a number of factors that can lead to the sudden dying of plants. Improper watering. Improper watering is often the reason for sudden dying of plants. If you forgot to water for a few days, it's possible that the roots dried up. However, the opposite is more likely, as too much water is often to blame for dying container plants. Root rot, a result of wet, poorly and drained soil, can be occurring under the surface of the soil even if the plant looks healthy. The problem is easy to see if you remove the dead plant from the pot. While healthy roots are firm and pliable, rotted roots are mushy with a seaweed-like appearance. Don't be overly ambitious with the watering can when you replace the plant. Almost all plants are healthiest if the soil is allowed to dry between watering. Water the plant deeply until it drips through the drainage hole, then let the pot drain completely before returning to the drainage saucer. Never let the pot stand in water. Water again only if the top of the soil feels dry to the touch. Be sure the plant is in a well-drained potting mix, not garden soil. Most importantly, never place a plant in a pot without a drainage hole. Improper drainage is a surefire invitation for dying container plants. Pests. If you determine watering issues aren't to blame for sudden plant death, look closely for signs of insects. Some common pests are difficult to spot. For example, mealybugs are indicated by cottony masses usually on the joints or underside of leaves. Spider mites are too tiny to see with a bare eye, but you may notice the fine webbing they leave on the leaves. Scale is a tiny bug with a waxy outer covering. Chemicals. Although it is unlikely, be sure your indoor plant hasn't come in contact with herbicide spray or other toxic substances. Additionally, be sure the leaves haven't been splashed with fertilizer or other chemicals. Other reasons a houseplant is turning brown: if your houseplant is alive, but the leaves are turning brown, the above reasons may apply. Too much or too little sunlight. Fungal diseases. Over-fertilizing. Lack of humidity. Our approach to dying pothos. These pothos had been healthy, but due to overwatering it had wilted. What we did is we thoroughly cleaned the roots. We removed all the rotting parts and placed in Tatay Eddie solution. Golden pothos is super easy to take care of with resistance to almost all pests and diseases. It loves partial sun to partial shade. It's moisture loving, so keep the soil moist but do not let water accumulate. Fertilization once a month during the growing season. Shape the plant every 2 months during the growing season. The planting time for pothos is the whole year. And to propagate it, you just need to cut and divide. You can repot during rainy season, choosing a container that's no more than 2 inches larger than the plant's root ball, and use a nutrient-rich soil-based potting mix. The golden pothos has strong air purification properties and impurity absorption abilities, which can effectively remove a number of toxins from the air. The golden pothos is also an excellent foliage plant, making it popular for indoor displays. After 2 months, the pothos grew from its dying state to this big. If you want bigger leaves for pothos, you have to place them where they can get more indirect sunlight. The golden pothos is native to Moorea in French Polynesia. It's a popular houseplant, largely due to the way in which it cleans the air. In newly renovated homes, the golden pothos has been shown to absorb benzene, trichloroethylene, and formaldehyde. although you cannot rely on the plant alone to remove all harmful gases from a room. Nevertheless, they have tenacious vitality and can quickly convert formaldehyde into sugars or amino acids while decomposing any benzene emitted by photocopiers or printers, making it no surprise that this plant is often seen in homes and offices.